Hello and welcome to Canutillo Combos, the official Canutillo ISD podcast. I'm Gustavo Reveles, the Director of Communications for the school district. With us, of course, we have our fearless leader, our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Pedro Galaviz. Doc, how you doing?
I don't know, B. What do you think?
I'm wearing a 1950s inspired shirt, I guess, and he's calling me Leave It to Beaver earlier.
Nah, you're the Mexican version of Leave It to Beaver.
I've been called worse.
I say beaver in Spanish. Leave it. How would you say that in Spanish?
Topo, right? Topo, yeah.
Déjalo a topo. How would you say leave it to beaver in Spanish?
Déjaselo al topo.
Oh, that's too long.
That's the flow. Anyway, we have also with us, of course, with the controls here, Laura Caballero from the PIO's office, and our special guests. Are Scratch the interim off the title. We have the principal of Canutillo High School.
Hi, excited to be here.
Ms. Marrufo, welcome.
Thank you, excited.
And congratulations.
Thank you so much. I can't wait for this new journey that we're going to take together.
Doc, we have a principal at the high school. And Ms. Marrufo did a great job as interim for about 6 months. And you know, so the Board of Trustees on Monday officially named her or approved the recommendation from staff, from you, on placing her there on a permanent basis. So tell us a little bit, Doc, what your rationale behind your selection.
You know, and it's not necessarily the principal; it's the principalship, right? It's a verb, because it's just the title. Because anybody can have that title, but the principalship, to do the work, is what what it takes to bring a school to the next level, to bring a quality school, to make why school becomes blue ribbon, why school gets an A rating, why school gets their fine arts program, their sports, their CTE, and that high school principal. I mean, the principalship is a lot more than the superintendency, because they're there every day with kids. They're there every day with parents. They're there every day with teachers and staff, and Friday night lights, and and Thursday nights, and basketball games, and volleyball games, and so it means that the selection was, Miss Marrufo. And I always tell all principals, go get your doctorate, because we really are. Was about her work ethic, and her work ethic about that culture of excellence, student-centered, high expectations, and accountability and transparency. So it was, again, grateful for everyone who applied, but it was Ms. Marrufo was always that calm and collective voice. Kind of like I was a different principal. I was more with the kids.
Right.
Right? Like dancing, it was a different, because we all have our different styles.
Sure, we do.
And Miss Marrufo is more that adult composure. She's that, just calm, cool, collective. It's going to have a conversation.
She's the one that lets us know everything's going to be okay.
Yeah. Exactly. She's the one that lets you, hey, it's time to go home.
Yeah.
It's time to wake up. So.
Well, and Ms. Marrufo, you obviously you've been there a year, half the year as AP, new to the district, new to Canutillo, new to Canutillo High School, and then half a year as interim principal. What is getting that title of interim taken off mean to you, and what should our community expect?
I think the most important thing that we can expect from this high school is continuing the legacy that this campus brings to this community. We want to grow programs at this school. We want to be competitive People want to come to our school because it's a great place to be. We have great courses. The rigor in the classroom is excellent. It's high. It's going to get our students to the next level. Our students are going to have all the choices that they need to go post-secondary, whether they're going into a military academy, whether it's a four-year university. That's what we're doing, and we're going to combine that with the traditions of this community, hear the voices of this community, and make sure that everyone knows they're welcome at the high school. We want to hear your thoughts, we want to share your ideas, and we want to make sure that the students there are safe and educated, and our teachers are supported, and they feel great about coming to work. So you can expect great things from the high school, a continuation of great things. We're going to continue to build and to grow and put us on the map in another way to make sure that this is the school that this community says, I want to go there. I don't want to go anywhere else. It's going to be Canutillo High School for sure.
And that's precisely it, right? We're here on the west side where we have a lot of conversations about, other schools nearby and us and having that seamless sort of feeling that no matter where you live in this part of town, that you're going to get a high rigor, high quality education, and making sure that our schools continue to strive for that. Doc, we're a high performing school district. We have high performing schools. Making sure that at every level we continue to produce and continue to provide those services is going to be a key here and an important task for our principal, not just Ms. Marrufo, but every single principal in our school.
And I think one of the is attendance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And why do kids come to school? And a high school, I'll speak, generalize. They don't go to read Mice and Men.
Right.
I didn't.
Yeah.
They don't go to 2x equals 12. Or to do the Pythagorean theorem. Maybe some do. Maybe my brothers did or sisters did. But usually go for the socialization,
Right.
The culture, being with Coach Galaviz or Coach Brooks, or go play an instrument, band or theater teacher, Mr. Ramirez. They're there to interact with other kids and staff, and I think that's what's very crucial for a high school, is that at 9th, 10th, 11th, they're getting very soon. You don't have them at pre-K or 5, or you have time to still work with them, right? Sooner or later they're going to be out in the real world. They're going to be members of our society, paying income taxes,
Right.
paying property taxes, paying, being fathers, being mothers, being neighbors. So who do you want next to you? And that's what's so crucial about the high school growing up, is that if we don't have this kid by 9th, 10th grade, well, 11th and 12th, they keep missing school, or they keep doing stuff they shouldn't do.
Right.
Then there's a different system that they can go in.
And this is where parental engagement is so critical, because obviously, especially at the high school level where courses are high rigor and beyond even our sort of comprehension, we may not be able to help our kids do their homework, but we can help them be at school. We can help them wake up, get there on time, and be prepared. We are having, and it's no secret, every school system in the country really is having an attendance issue. We are post-COVID. We are not seeing attendance rates the way that we saw them before, and enrollment is down, attendance is down, because even if they're enrolled in our school district, they're not coming. I think parents are a little more lax in making sure that kids get to school. We need them in school.
Mm-hmm.
We need these kids in school. We need them to make sure that they are getting the instruction. So we are going to be working, Doc, on campaigns next year that focus on attendance and helping parents realize the importance of sending their kids to school.
One of the things, one of my mentors, Lyle Kurtman, who wrote the book, we'll give you some props. What book did he write? I should know it. Future Management Systems. That's one of the books. He writes books with Fullen. is no longer, it's about you gotta sit and wait for them to come to you.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
We have to go to them. So I guess one of the, Ms. Marrufo, one of the tasks is, how are you going to go out to the parents? How are you going to go out to the students, and make sure they stay within our system, our high school, so they become future Eagles or Griffins?
Mm-hmm. That's a great question. We have monthly meetings, which we have coffee with the principal, and of course we can change that to donuts. We can change that to anything because we want to bring the parents in, because that's going to be key for us, right? Get our parents there, talk to them, and make sure they understand what we need for the kids. Kids are going to come to school when they feel welcome. Kids will be in classrooms when they have relationships with teachers and know that those teachers truly care about their success. So when we build that culture of success, we say, student, we care about you, we're going to teach you, we're going to give you everything that you need, and I'm also going to be human, and I'm going to hear you talk to me about things that may be troubling you. This is what's going to help keep our students there. Along with the campaigns, we're going to also continue to talk to our student groups, our 9th grade, our 10th grade, 11th, and 12th grade, pushing and promoting what is attendance all about, what causes us to be in trouble for attendance, what's going on with our communities, so that we can get to know them. Can we have more fairs at the school, like a Saturday meet and greet? Let's come in, let's open up our high school to the community on the weekends. It's a fabulous place to be. A lot of people like to come in and just work. We don't pay anyone. They are there to volunteer. This staff wants to work with this community, and they will be there. Phenomenal cooks. There's no doubt about it. So we are going to feed you. We're going to bring you in, and that's what it's about.
Well, they won the Menudo.
They won the Menudo. Yeah, they won the Menudo
right.
challenge, and we were Laura and I were just talking about that. Like, is it time? Because we wanted some Menudo. So it's not time yet, but we're already thinking about it. And we're thinking about other ways of making sure that we continue to engage our community. We continue to engage our students to make sure that they feel comfortable. Because you're right, Ms. Marrufo. It takes them being comfortable. It takes them feeling welcome in our campuses to make sure that they get there, And COVID kind of threw a wrench in our systems, but we have to move on. We have to move forward and find a way to reach out to them again, because we don't have any other option.
I guess the question is, how do we go to them?
Because
you get those coffee with the principal, you get moms and dads who work, and I was one of those moms and dads who, it's like my dad. Where my dad was like, I'll make sure he eats, I'll make sure he goes to church, I'll make sure he has a roof and he has electricity, pero tu maestra, that's your job.
That's it. Yeah.
So
and we have a lot of parents like that, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. I mean, my parents were like that too. My parents, and I joke about this, is that my mom would always say, if they're calling me from school about you, you better be dying, because I don't want to hear anything about it, and my experience is now, you're right, Doc, we gotta go to them. We gotta go where they are. If it's going to them at
where are they?
Well, they're on Saturdays.
Where are they?
On Saturdays, they're at Gallegos Park because they have, Pee Wee football. Or they're at Peter Piper Pizza because they're at a birthday party. They're at the outlet mall because they're shopping.
Or do we hit Friday Night Lights?
We hit Friday Night.
Friday Night Lights.
And these are the places where they're at, right? I mean, we need to continue doing coffee with the principal. We need to continue doing those meetings with them, because those are valid. And that parent is a parent that wants to be involved, and we need to welcome them. But we need to reach those parents that perhaps don't have the time or the capacity to get involved in the way that the traditional parent does, but wants to be a part of this in their own way. So we need to reach out to them. That's an opportunity for us to, again, develop our customer service, develop our engagement, and making sure that that we are part of this community in a much more robust way.
I think you're right. Customer service, and just a smile. Hi, Good morning. How are you? What's going on? And especially a kid, hey, good morning, hey, nice hat, nice haircut.
Yeah.
They're always saying, oh, I like those sunglasses on your head, right? And just having that dialogue with kids. And I guess my question back to Ms. Marrufo is, how are you going to measure? How are you going to measure customer service? How are you going to measure relationships with teachers? How are you going to collect those data points, if you will?
So we like to think about climate surveys sometimes for different organizations, and we need to get it down to a level where kids get to have that involvement and speak to us. We want kids involved in some of our campus committees, but it takes a while to kind of generate some of that interest. But if we tell the kids, these are the good things that you can talk about when you're involved with these committees, we're hoping that that'll encourage them to come on in. Climate surveys are helpful for us if we can get those out to the grade levels, as well as for the teachers. Like, what are they feeling? What are they seeing? What are they experiencing? Because if you don't know something's not working, then how are you ever going to address it? And if something is really building and going great, then we want to continue to promote that. Again, the relationship is key. I love what Dr. Galaviz said. Recognize the student for themselves as an individual. I like your hat. I like your shirt. We like your shirt today. We do,
Thank
do.
you.
And then when you do that, and when you call someone by their name, this is a feeling of, I belong here. It's so different when you say, hey, student, versus, hey, what's going on? And you call them, hey, Delilah, how are you doing? It's a different feeling for that student, because you know what? They just recognize they matter. Someone recognized my name, they recognize my face. So relationships go a long way. Customer service, a long way. And that's what the goal is. I'm all about customer service. We hope to answer every phone call. We hope to answer every need. We're growing. We're moving through anything that's not working. But I really do like the idea of climate surveys and tweaking that to our population to hear what they have to say.
Yeah, because I think one of our board members, Mr. Rodriguez, I'll say his name, trustee, saying about, answer when they send you an email, how long does it take? And using those kind of metrics. When they call, they want to speak, how long does it take to call back? Or how long are they waiting there in the lobby? And so I think there's plenty of metrics that we can use in order to measure.
Definitely, I think we need to really focus on that customer service and think of our students and our parents as customers. I know it sounds a little trite, but we are in a world where parents and students have choices. And we need them to choose us, and that means being there for them with good customer service, where they feel welcome, where they feel that they matter, where they feel that they're getting the services that they need. Those days of they're coming to us, they're gone.
That's correct.
We got to go to them.
Well, that's why I said, how do we go to them? Where are they? How do we?
They're at home.
But you see Friday Night Lights.
Yeah.
The thing is, do you do a coffee with the principal at the Friday Night Light?
Maybe popcorn at the Friday Night.
Do you sell
do
popcorn
something.
with the principal?
Yeah.
Hey, how are you? What's going on? Is there anything?
And I think, my experience is that what works is something that hasn't been done before. We got to be innovative, right? We got to come and find a way that works for this community. If it's the football game, if it's at Gallegos Park, if it's at Vinton Park, whatever it is.
Should we get the kids that have, because we always focus on the top 10, right? And the bottom 10, the kids that are in trouble. But there's that 70 to 80%. There are kids that just go to school every day, dress like Beaver, right? And you don't even, because they're quiet, and they just go to school, they have their backpack, but maybe talking to those, looking at the absences and bringing those parents in is, what is it going to take for you to bring your child to school?
Yeah.
What is it?
What is it that they're
Did we not
keeping
smile,
or
what does your child like to do? I always think a high school kid should be in a club, should be active, but sometimes they work after school because they're primary, or they're given to the family. It's like, how do you make that happen?
And and if they work, that's something we need to know too, right? How do we facilitate them meeting their financial needs as well? Do they need extra help because they're working and they may not have time to do their homework or whatever it is, right? These are the kind of things, these are the kind of services that we need to know so that we can respond to a need.
The irony is school systems claim to be open, they're really closed.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's really a closed, isolated system that pretends that we want everybody in the world to come here. It's like, do you really?
Well, you know, and we I think we do a good job of responding to needs. Where we could do better is in identifying those new situations that are you know, arising. You know, we have families that are moving into your school district that are new to us, that have no connection to us whatsoever. Right. We have families that have been here for generations. Their needs may be different, and how do we respond to those different needs?
You know what I was thinking? Maybe. Oh no, I won't say that because it freak out kind of deal. But I was thinking moving the parade.
I mean, you know, like that's
moving the parade to a different neighborhood.
I mean,
what?
I mean,
moving the parade.
and honestly,
call the governor. He's not going to answer anyway.
We gotta think outside the box. And we you know, Ms. Marrufo and I were talking earlier about some of her initiatives that she wants to implement, including outreach to the military-connected families that are in our school district, and you know, we haven't had a great history of reaching out to them, at least not at the high school level, and that's a priority for you.
That is a priority.
I mean, that's one way, you know, that's one sector of our community that we can reach out and have an impact there. And it's identifying those sectors, right? And developing systems that are going to help them, that may not be super fancy and showy, but they're meaningful and they're impactful. And you know, we need to make sure we identify all these groups.
Ms. Marrufo, I'm one of your staff. I'm coming in. When do I come in? What day do I come in?
July 30th.
30, no, July, no, that's for kids.
July 19th?
Yes.
I'm coming in. You know, am I hearing, you know, what am I hearing from now to July 19th from Principal Marrufo? What am I, you sending, hey, go ahead and read this, here's research. I don't know what you're doing.
Gosh, it's a good question. You know, people are on vacation right now, and I think the last thing they want to see are notifications from their emails. So when they walk in the door, though, we want to have them ready. What's happening this week? We're ready to go. We want to start previewing, just like you would a great movie. We're going to start previewing good things that are coming from PD, good things that are coming for you as a teacher, some great things you're going to start seeing, shifts in our staff, moving them around. For what reason? Customer service. We want to make sure that people are visible, accessible to our people, you know, our families coming in the door. So we do have a nice place in the campus where we communicate with the staff members, and it's just going to be some small previews. I don't want to stress anyone out coming back. They're on break. They may be sitting at a beach right now for all I know, and they're having a great time.
You can sit on the beach and still read research.
So we're going to share those things.
You can still sit on the beach and still...
I don't know what you do on vacation.
I read research. I read because I'm just, you know, you always want to get better. You just, it's kind of like an athlete, right? You just don't practice when the coach tells you to. If you want to be a superior athlete and you want to be the best of the best, it's every day. Mm-hmm. And it's not just, hey, I'm on time off or it's Sunday. There's no Monday, Tuesday. It's called a day. And the best of the best gets better. And you send them research, or you go do your own research. If you don't expect the system to feed you. Once you expect the system to feed you, then you become weak. And those teachers and those athletes that only practice during this time to this time, guarantee you they're not very good. They're not very good. But the ones that continue their learning throughout, like we have how many 6 teachers right now?
Oh, we have tons of teachers right now.
Right? At Fuse, at UT of Austin.
And we have teachers today in their central office.
Yeah, central office.
Training. And, you know, we have dedicated teachers every level.
The ones that, even if you're on the beach, you can be on the beach, but it doesn't stop you reading like a little academic journal on engagement.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I just compare it to, even the principalship or this. I mean, you don't stop.
Yeah.
I like beaches. I don't look good at the beaches.
You don't need to see me at the beach. But it's. I'm really excited, Ms. Marrufo, to have you at the helm officially, and we're expecting great things out of there, Doc. I know that you have high confidence in the work that she's.
It's about, when people say, I'm a brand new principal, and a brand new, and it's like, as soon as you cash that check that says principal, as soon as you sign the contract, you're a principal. You're an assistant principal.
Yeah.
You're a teacher. As soon as you sign that, that's you. There's no, I'm new, I'm not, I'm old, nah. Because kids deserve it. Kids deserve the best.
Yes.
And that's what we want to hire. We want to hire the best. And we want to create that synergy, if you will, of excellence. And again, that takes work. That takes work. It's kind of like, what's that? This is, I can't, salt and pepper. Salt and pepper.
The R&B group?
Yeah, but this is this is all. Only the sexy people can be on dance floor. But only the ones that want to do right for kids. That's what we want here in Canutillo, and that's what we're about.
That's what we're about.
We're about every day, every kid, every classroom.
So no pressure?
No pressure.
Yeah.
But every voice matters. All these students that come through our system, remember, parents are sending us the best. This is their students, and we need to treat them with that respect.
Yeah.
We need to acknowledge their journey as well. Every journey for every student is going to look different and sound different. And our goal is not to judge it. Our goal is to work with them, make them the most successful that they feel like they want to be. And sometimes you look at a student and realize that they don't believe where they can go. And that's where we come in and say, but this is what I see in you. This is my belief in you, and I'm going to get you there. I'm going to give you everything you need. That's the magic that takes place.
Yeah.
And people like myself, the admin team that I currently have there, we're all on the same journey. We want to see the best in our students. We want to help our teachers grow. If a teacher tells me they want to read academic journals in the summer, I'm going to make sure they get those journals. Learning is all the time. When we talk about a lifelong learner, it's not just about going to school. It's about learning and capturing and coaching, no matter how old you are, how many degrees you have, whether you're a doctor, whether you're not. We're constantly willing to go there.
And that's for everyone in the organization.
Oh, yeah.
No matter what title you are, no matter what you do, I'm going to give you this article to read about customer service, because this is what we're about.
Yes.
I don't care what you do, and I think that's
music to my ears, Doc.
No, it really is.
Yeah.
Again, I always say my goal this year is to be unstuck.
Yeah.
We're coming out of COVID. Again, knock on wood, knock, knock, knock. But let's get back to being the best. Let's get back. Let's stop being afraid. And that's it.
I think you're right. We're sort of apprehensive, right?
Yeah.
For 2 years we've been.
Look at the way you're dressed.
Hey, this is sharp right here. We've been apprehensive about how to approach things because we're dealing obviously with unprecedented times. We dealt with that, and it was not easy, and we coped the best way we could. Mm-hmm. But it's time to get unstuck.
It's time to be unstuck, and again, we were unstuck during COVID, right? And then now we
got stuck on COVID.
Yeah, but it made us change.
Yeah.
Made us look about virtual learning and systems and different. But then we got stuck back to the original 76,500 minutes a year, 187 days. It's like, dude, really? You're so focused on quantity, you being the commissioner and the legislator and governor, then quality. Let's focus on quality. Let's get unstuck. And I'm talking about marching band, talking about sports, I'm talking about all our fine arts, our clubs. Let's get unstuck, because the expectation is going to be for everybody.
Yeah.
Now that we're out, let's go.
From pre-K to 12.
Pre-K is that reach out, touch you, don't.
Patch mode over here. Well, Ms. Marrufo, again, congratulations.
Thank
we look
you.
forward to the
Thank
great
you.
things over
Thank
there,
you.
and of course, we're here to help out. Mm-hmm. We're all we're all Eagles here, so
Yes, we are.
we'll be there helping out as well. Doc, have a good weekend.
Oh, what's it say? Oh, shout out to Dr. Verheul, who
Yes.
stepped down from Fabian's. Love you, lady. V Square, you're in my heart. Sorry for breaking down at your board meeting. I started crying. I cried. I miss you. Mamas, but I'm going to miss you. You have a place in my heart. Wish you the best in Seguin. You deserve. I'm glad you chose health and happiness. Anyone else?
I think we're good to go. We're off tomorrow,
Yeah.
and we'll be back on Monday to work hard and.
And I want to do a shout out to Schneider Electric
Yes.
because they're trying to become partner. I just haven't had the time, but I want to Schneider Electric and Mr. David Perez, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Mr. David Perez, and we'll get the time so we can work together. Because
Yeah.
again, he was very cognizant. Many of our graduates worked there, and this is the first time in 10 years since that company has.
And I spoke with him today, and we're gonna work on something. We're gonna work in a partnership, and I told him that the work we do with him will be catalyst for change here and for the way we embrace our partners.
Yeah. So,
Good idea.
anything?
Yeah.
All right, definitely want to say thank you to everyone for this journey and being supportive. Of course, to my family, my husband, my kids. Thank you, amazing team here in the district. There's so many people here that are 100% behind initiatives and supporting our kids. I can say without a doubt, no decision is made without the kids' heart in mind. It's 100% and their interest. And this is a great place to be. I am proud to be an Eagle, and I am super excited. But yes, a shout out to you students that are out there, because we do this for you. Every day we get up, so thank you, and come to school, and we will make it a great place to be.
Go Eagles!
Yeah.
Just go ahead. You grab them by the ear. Your mom was like, "You can't do that anymore."
Well, they can. We can't. All right. See you guys next week.